This video is sponsored by Photrus. Photrus, because weather planning was yesterday. My friends, a very good morning. Today I'm going to visit a place which I want to visit already for quite a long time, but I never did, and that because I was never really happy with the light situation, I have to say. You know, there are spots which work better at sunrise, there are some that work better at sunset, but there are also spots that are beautiful, but they don't work at sunrise and also not at sunset. So what should we do? And I would say, let's go to that spot, let's find out how we can get a photograph. That's heavy. I think it's in an elevation of 650 meters, something like that, which is usually not the biggest problem at all. It's just the air is really quite thin up here. That's the healthy part. I'm here now at that place and it's really fantastic. Just look, it's amazing. Just look at this fantastic lake. It's so beautiful. And the problem is actually, or the reason why I never came here for photography is because the idea was to photograph from that shore back there towards the amazing mountain face. And as you can see, where we are here right now, we are already, I walked a little bit further. The mountain moves a little bit to the right, and that's not good when you want to get a balanced image because it's so prominent. I would tend to take it as a big center object into my frame. So the best camera position for that would be back there. And when we want to photograph from back there, the problem is really the light comes either at sunrise from that direction or from sunset from that direction. So we always have the light from our back, a little bit from the side, but from our back. And that's not the best possible light for landscape photography. I prefer, I have to say, I like it more to come really from the left or from the right, or even to come a little bit from as backlight. So that's really beautiful. But it doesn't happen here. So that is why it is not a sunrise or a sunset spot. And what I did now is I went in setup at another camera position. Again, before I thought I want to photograph there, I walked all the way around here. I came over here and I'm here in setup. And I simply built up another composition, and it's not sunrise, obviously it's also not sunset, it's noon actually. And I got a notification from Photrus that we will have a gappy sky today, gappy clouds, and that's a really fantastic weather situation. And that's also tip number one, by the way. Whenever you come into the situation that a spot doesn't really work at sunrise or sunset, or even if you don't have time for at sunrise or sunset, just during the day, use gappy clouds. So that means we have clouds up there, there are always some gaps between, and sometimes we have shadow there, and where we have light spots there, and where given due to the spots up there. And I would say I took already a shot before, because before we had a little bit more gaps there. I will show it to you right now. Tip number 2 is, if you are unhappy with the light situation at sunrise or sunset, or even at during the day, go out and shoot a black and white photograph. Doesn't matter which daytime. Could be at sunrise, could be at sunset, but could also be during the day. It doesn't matter if you have gappy sky or not. And yeah, I came over a little bit more, some meters with the camera. Before I was a little bit more there, now I'm here. And yeah, just changed the foreground a tiny bit. We have this amazing mountain face back there, this hut over there, the lake. And yeah, I took the shot already. I will show it to you right now. And the next tip, if you're unhappy with the light situation and you want to photograph from one side of the lake and you have the sun from your back or whatever, yeah, just walk around the lake. How simple is that? I mean, I want to be honest with you. I did that. I walked all the way around this lake here, but to be honest, this tip doesn't always work. So what you need, of course, is you need any point of interest. You need anything in the backdrop that would work. I mean, we would need any mountain or so back there behind the trees. A thunderstorm, a big thunderstorm back there would also work, but this would be dangerous. And I have, I think, 2 hours back to the van or so. We could work with these rocks here, but it doesn't work today because, you know, landscape photography is all about bringing location and light and location and weather together actually, and for that we would need softer atmosphere. We don't have that. It's quite dry here right now. We don't have an isolation from the rocks to the backdrop, so we can't work with that. We could work with bigger vistas. That's not possible from this direction. Yeah, but anyway, what a beautiful spot. That spot is really amazing. Another good tip is, if you're unhappy with the light situation at a place, return there simply to another time of year. The spot I've visited today doesn't work around sunrise or sunset around midsummer. I explained already why. Yeah, because the direction of the light doesn't work. But there is a huge difference in the light direction between midsummer and midwinter. And that means that in midsummer the sun rises, you know, almost in the northwest, but in midwinter it rises almost in the southwest. And in reality, that's a difference of about 60 degrees. And that's a lot. And that changed everything actually. I had already a look at the location where I've been today, and it would already work in autumn to get nice backlight from the left at sunrise. And that would turn it completely to a sunrise spot actually. Crazy, isn't it? I mean, just some minutes before it was neither a sunrise nor a sunset spot, and now it's a sunrise spot. Really cool. Yeah, I can see already the vibrant orange large trees glowing in the sunlight. So maybe I should return there one day in autumn. We will see. The only thing I'm not really sure right now is, yeah, if there will be snow already in autumn on the ground, but also on the road. You know, the pass roads in the Dolomites are quite steep, and when there is snow or ice, it could get quite dangerous with a camper van. So if any one of you has experience with the Dolomites in autumn, yeah, just leave me a comment below. It would really be interesting to me. Okay, returning to another time of year is quite a good tip, and the next tip is, go there simply without thinking about the light. Because in my experience, there's always anything to photograph out there, anything that works with the particular light you have. And today, after I hiked around the lake, I went also up to that hut which you've seen in my first photograph, and there was such a fantastic view to the other direction. So much definition on the mountain, really awesome. There were just too many people at the hut, which is why I didn't vlog there. I simply didn't want to distract them from drinking beer, so just drank milk, of course, just milk. And when I was hiking back to my van, I saw that the first tower of Cinque Torri, which was just on the opposite mountain by the way, it started to glow. And that looked so fantastic. I just threw down my backpack and I took the shot. Again, gappy clouds is probably the easiest way of getting definition in the landscape during the day. And this weather phenomenon is already covered in the standard version of Photrus by the way. The premium version instead covers also fringe situations of gappy clouds, you know, to get light rays and light spots during sunrise and sunset. I will link you a video here where I go in detail. Yeah, it's all about photographing in fringe weather situations. But for shooting like I did in this video here, you're already fine just with the standard version of Photrus. Yeah, to make a little bit of advertisement here. And friends, I thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. See you next time. Bye.